Hey, amazing fans, a huge welcome to my community. I'm beyond excited to share my content with you, and I'm honored that you're here to join me on this journey. Stay tuned for exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes peeks, and a whole lot of fun. Thanks for being part of my world. Martial Peak Episode 3, Title: Losses. In Martial Peak, Yong Kai, a trial disciple at High Heaven Pavilion, faces a brutal and relentless system where disciples are often challenged to duels with others, and every year, many of them die in these challenges. Yong Kai, however, has experienced an unparalleled string of defeats. He has lost 147 battles in a row, with each challenge pushing him further into exhaustion and despair. Despite this, his fighting spirit remains unbroken. Even after every defeat, Yong Kai rises and continues, embodying an unwavering persistence that is both admired and questioned by others around him. One of the figures observing Yong Kai is Zhou Dingjun, an ordinary disciple who faces him in a duel. As Zhou looks at Yong Kai, who continues to charge forward despite his severe wounds, he is alarmed by the youth's resolve. Zhou, recognizing Yong Kai's sheer persistence, decides to incapacitate him by striking him on the neck, knocking him unconscious. This marks another defeat for Yong Kai, but Zhou is left to reflect on Yong Kai's extraordinary stubbornness and strength of character. As Yong Kai lies unconscious on the ground, a woman from High Heaven Pavilion's Dark Hall, Sha Ningchong, watches from a distance. Sha is a disciple of the Dark Hall, an organization responsible for keeping track of all significant events and duels within the sect, including those involving Yong Kai. Sha's job is to record the outcomes of these duels, and as she observes Yong Kai's repeated losses, she is struck by his resilience. Despite his weak body and low cultivation rank body tempering 3rd stage, Yong Kai keeps coming back for more, refusing to leave the sect even though his survival is at risk. Sha's curiosity grows with each match. She cannot understand why someone so weak would subject himself to this continuous cycle of defeat, and wonders about the kind of determination and inner strength it takes to endure such relentless challenges. After another brutal defeat, Sha quietly records Yong Kai's loss and ponders whether he will ever leave the sect. His continued participation in these challenges, despite having no chance of victory, seems like an act of foolishness. However, Sha begins to sense that there is something more to Yong Kai's persistence, even though his circumstances appear hopeless. After being knocked out, Yong Kai is mysteriously moved to a different location under a tree. He finds himself wounded, his body battered, and his back scraped raw from being dragged. He is initially annoyed at the person who moved him, but his frustration fades when he notices a small porcelain bottle in his hand. The bottle is labeled blood coagulation cream, a common healing ointment used by the disciples of High Heaven Pavilion for external injuries. This cream, though not extraordinary, is a valuable item in the sect, costing 10 contribution points, which would take Yong Kai a month of sweeping to earn. This unexpected act of kindness deeply touches Yong Kai, as no one has ever shown him this level of care before. It's a small gesture, but it means a great deal to him, especially given his dire circumstances. Yong Kai realizes that not all disciples are heartless, as he had come to believe after his continuous defeats. He is moved by this small kindness and reflects on the fact that even a small act of compassion can make a lasting impact on someone's life. Despite his ongoing hardships, he feels a sense of gratitude for this anonymous benefactor, vowing to repay the kindness someday. The next day, Yong Kai returns to his duties, sweeping the grounds as usual, though he is exhausted and still in pain. His body is frail, bruised, and covered with scars from his many defeats. Yet, he persists in his work and continues to cultivate, undeterred by the injuries and the ongoing cycle of challenges. This resilience, even in the face of overwhelming odds, sets Yong Kai apart from others and foreshadows the potential for future growth. His determination, coupled with the unexpected support he receives, hints at the possibility of transformation and the eventual rise of a true martial artist from a position of extreme weakness. Subscribe, comment and share. The end.